Many are called, but few are chosen. I'm not speaking to the crowd right now. I'm speaking to you. Yes, you, the one scrolling, searching, doubting, hoping, wondering if there's more. I called you by name before anyone else knew it. Before you were born, I saw you. Before you breathed, I chose you. Before you failed, I forgave you. Before you asked, I answered. You didn't stumble here by accident. I've been calling you, and I haven't stopped. Even when you ignored me, even when you drowned me out with noise, even when you followed everyone else's voice but mine, you've heard my call in the quiet moments. You've felt my pull when the world went silent. You've seen my hand in the near misses, in the tears you didn't explain, in the moments you should have fallen apart, but didn't. That was me. I've always been calling. But now, I ask you something deeper, something heavier. Not just will you listen, but this will you follow. Because many are called, but few are chosen, and fewer still choose me back. So I ask you, right now, with eternity watching, will you answer me today? Or will you just keep scrolling? I sent out the invitation. The table is ready. The feast is set. The door is open. And I didn't invite the elite, the famous, the perfect, or the proud. I invited the broken, the weary, the lost, the forgotten, the sinner, the one no one else picked. I picked you. My son told you the story. A king prepared a wedding banquet for his son, and he sent his servants to those who were invited to the banquet to tell them to come, in Matthew 22. But what happened? They didn't come. They made excuses. They had better things to do. One had a business meeting. One had a field to check. One just didn't care. Do you see it? They were invited, but they didn't value the invitation. And that's what I see now. I've called so many, and still they choose other things over me. Fame over faith. Pleasure over purity. Comfort over calling. Followers over obedience. A schedule over surrender. They come to me when it's convenient. They visit me when they're desperate. But when I call them deeper, they silence me. But I'm still calling, still knocking, still reaching, still waiting. I didn't create you for the sidelines. I created you for the table. I made a seat with your name on it. I wrote you into the story before the first sunrise lit the earth. So tell me, what's keeping you from answering? Is it fear? I already conquered it. Is it shame? I already covered it. Is it pride? I already humbled myself to rescue you. I am not the God who gives up easily. I am the God who stands at the door and knocks. Again, and again, and again. But make no mistake, the door will not stay open forever. My invitation is free, but it's not casual, and it's not cheap. It cost the blood of my son. And now, the call has reached your ears. Will you treat it like noise, or like the lifeline it really is? You want to be chosen? Then show me your surrender. Not your performance, not your title, not your reputation. I'm looking for your obedience. Don't tell me you love me and ignore everything I say. Don't call me Lord and keep running your life like you're God. Do you really think I'm fooled by empty words? You've heard the sermons. You've read the verses. You've said the prayers. But do you live them? Do you carry your cross, or just wear it as jewelry? Do you open my word, or just quote it when convenient? Many say yes with their mouth, but no with their choices. Many sing I surrender all, but keep their addictions hidden, their pride untouched, and their plans guarded. I see the parts you think I don't. I hear the thoughts you never say. I know what you scroll through when the lights are off. I see what you do when no one's applauding. You want to be chosen? Then come clean, come low, come broken. I don't choose those who impress. I choose those who obey. I'm not moved by your spiritual resume. I'm moved by your yes. I don't need your status. I need your sacrifice. I don't need your approval. I need your availability. I want your heart, not just your highlight reel. Because the chosen don't just show up, they show fruit. They live differently. They love deeply. They forgive radically. They walk in purity when others walk in compromise. And no, it's not easy. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you applause. It will cost you flesh. But it will gain you me. And I am better than anything this world could ever offer. Not do you believe in me? Even demons believe. I ask, do you obey me? Because that's the difference between the called and the chosen. Being chosen means being purified. You asked me to choose you, but now you're wondering why it hurts. You said, use me, Lord. And now you're asking why it feels like you're being broken. Let me make it clear. The fire you feel is not the fire of rejection. It's the fire of refining. You prayed for purpose. I gave you pressure. You asked for growth. I gave you pruning. You wanted promotion. I gave you purification. Because you cannot carry my glory while holding on to your idols. I'm not just cleaning your schedule. I'm cleansing your soul. I'm not just removing distractions. I'm destroying strongholds. I will burn away the pride. I will expose the compromise. I will cut off the relationships that keep dragging you backward. I will dry up the wells you've depended on, so you'll come to me as your source. I'm not doing this to punish you. I'm doing it because I've chosen you, and those I choose, I crush. I crush selfishness. I crush double-mindedness. I crush everything in you that looks more like the world than like my son. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it feels like you're dying. Because you are. You're dying to yourself. And only when your flesh dies can my spirit fully live in you. Then stop running from the fire I sent to refine you. Stop asking me to remove the thing I'm using to rebuild you. Stop blaming the enemy for a storm I designed to strengthen you. I'm not trying to destroy you. I'm trying to make you unshakable. But if you resist my hand, you'll never carry my heart. So here's the question only the chosen can answer with yes. The chosen don't blend in, they stand out. They don't flirt with sin, they flee from it. They are marked, not by titles, but by tears. Not by talent, but by truth. Not by spotlight, but by sacrifice. I know who's mine. I see the ones who still bow when no one else does. The ones who still weep in my presence when everyone else has grown cold. The ones who shut the door, turn off the noise, and lay prostrate before me in secret. The ones who serve me when it's inconvenient. The ones who love me more than they love being liked. The chosen don't need a stage. They just need me. They carry my presence like an aroma. Wherever they go, people either get healed or convicted. They don't have to announce they're anointed. You can see it by the way they live, the way they forgive, the way they stay humble, the way they walk away from what the world celebrates. You want to know the difference between the called and the chosen. The called talk about me. The chosen walk with me. The called want blessings. The chosen want me, even if it means losing everything else. So I'll ask you, are you set apart or are you blending in? Do you walk the narrow road or straddle the fence? Because the ones I've chosen look like my son. And if you say you belong to me, but you look nothing like me, then what do you really belong to? Few are willing to pay it. Now we come to the part that makes most people walk away. The cost. Because yes, salvation is free, but being chosen, that'll cost you everything. You don't get to keep your sin and walk in my spirit. You don't get to build your kingdom and serve in mine. You don't get to live for applause and still carry a cross. My son made it clear. Deny yourself, your ego, your comfort, your preferences, your plans. Don't fool yourself. This isn't a halfway covenant. This isn't a Jesus on Sundays and self the rest of the week kind of deal. This is a funeral. Your will must die. Your old life must die. Your control must die. And only a few are willing to pay it. Most want the miracles, but not the master. Most want heaven, but still love hell too much to leave it. Most want to be used, but don't want to be broken. I will not entrust my power to the prideful. I will not pour out my spirit on those who won't pour out their lives for me. I'm not asking for part of you. I'm asking for all of you, not because I want to take from you, but because I want to give you more than this world ever could. But you can't receive it with full hands. So drop your idols, drop your backup plans, drop your secret sin, drop your excuses, drop your pride, and follow me. Yes, it'll cost you, but I promise you this, what you give up is nothing compared to what you'll gain. Eternal purpose, supernatural peace, unshakable joy, my very presence living in you. But only the chosen walk this path, and only the surrendered are chosen. Many look chosen, but aren't. There are some who carry my name, but they don't carry my nature. Don't be deceived. Not everyone who looks chosen. There are preachers who preach me, but don't know me. There are worshipers who sing to me, but their hearts belong to the crowd. There are ministries built on charisma, not consecration. There are platforms that bear my name, but not my presence. I warned you. Not everyone who says to me, "Say, Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father, in Matthew 7:21. You can prophesy in my name, do mighty works in my name, and still hear me say, "Depart from me. I never knew you," because it was never about performance. It was always about intimacy. I never asked for a show. I asked for your heart. You can be gifted and still not be godly. You can be praised by man and still rejected by me. When my people chase the counterfeit, when they elevate the famous while ignoring the faithful, when they judge by the outside, not the fruit, do you know how to spot the counterfeit? Look for the fruit. Look for the character. Look for the humility. Look for the secret life, not just the stage presence. Because I don't dwell in hype, I dwell in holiness. So I ask you now, are you drawn to what's shiny or what's sacred? Because the world is full of counterfeit Christians, but I'm searching for the real ones. When Elijah cried out to me, "God, I'm the only one left who still serves you," I answered him clearly, "No, you're not. I have reserved 7,000 who have not bowed to Baal, 7,000 who have not kissed the idols of this world." Let me tell you something. I always have a remnant, a hidden army, a holy remnant, a consecrated few who don't blend in with the culture. They burn for my kingdom. You may feel alone, but you're not. You may feel small, but you're marked. You may be unknown by man, but you are chosen by God. I see the ones who keep praying when no one claps. I see the ones who keep serving when no one notices. I see the ones who fast in secret, give in secret, weep in secret. The ones who never bowed. While others chase influence, they chase intercession. While others chase platforms, they chase my presence. They are not the crowd. They are not the popular. They are not the loud. They are mine. And if you've ever felt unseen, unappreciated, overlooked, good, that means you're not being used by man. You're being preserved by me. Because I hide what's holy. I protect what's precious. I cover what's consecrated. The world may not understand you. Even other Christians may not recognize you. But I know exactly where you are. You are not abandoned. You are reserved. You're part of my remnant. And when the world shakes, they will see. It wasn't the crowds I used. It was the remnant I raised. I didn't choose you to sit. I didn't call you to coast. I didn't save you just to survive. I chose you for a mission. You are my ambassador. You are my voice. You are my witness. I placed you where you are, on purpose. In your family, in your city, in your generation, not to blend in, but to light it up. You were never meant to hide your fire. You were never meant to dilute your message. You were never meant to fit in with a culture I called you to change. You say, but I'm not qualified. And I say, I qualify those I call. You say, but I'm weak. And I say, my power is made perfect in weakness. You say, but I've messed up too many times. And I say, I use broken vessels, because only broken vessels can pour. You were chosen not for comfort, but for impact. To speak when it's easier to stay silent. To stand when others bow. To love when it hurts. To forgive when it's unfair. To carry the cross, not just wear it. You weren't just chosen to escape hell. You were chosen to invade darkness. To carry my light into places no one else will go. And when the enemy whispers, you're nothing, you remind him, I was chosen, handpicked, set apart. So get up, speak up, move forward. There's a calling on your life, and it wasn't made to sit on a shelf. The world doesn't need more entertainers. It needs burning ones. And I chose you to burn. You've wept in secret. You've warred in silence. You've walked through fire no one else saw. And I saw every step. I saw when you obeyed me and lost friends. I saw when you chose purity and were mocked. I saw when you stood for truth and were rejected. I saw when you kept giving, even when it felt like no one cared. And I want you to know this. It was not in vain. Every tear was a seed. Every prayer was incense. Every yes you whispered in the dark is echoing in heaven. You think no one noticed? I did. When no one clapped, I wrote it down. When no one thanked you, I recorded it. When you felt forgotten, I was preparing your reward. Because I don't reward talent, I reward obedience. I don't honor platform. I honor purity. I don't crown the popular. I crown the faithful. And your crown is coming. There is a reward waiting, and it's not temporary. It's not fame. It's not money. It's not comfort. It's me. You get me. Face to face. No more distance. No more pain. No more battle. Just my glory. Forever. Enter in, good and faithful servant. Those are the words I've been waiting to say to you. But don't just wait for that day. Live like it's already real. Because the chosen don't live for likes. They live for my well done. And I promise you this. When you see me, when you hear my voice, when you enter my presence for eternity, you'll realize every sacrifice was worth it. Conclusion. Many hear. Few answer. Will you? Let's bring this all together. You've heard my voice. Not just in this message, but in your heart, for years. You've felt me calling. You've seen my hand guiding. You've sensed the tug on your soul that never let go. That was me. And now, here we are. One question remains. Not, are you gifted? Are you popular? Do you go to church? Did you pray once? Did you say the right words? No. Here's what I'm asking. Are you mine? Have you truly surrendered? Have you let me take over completely? Have you died to your will so I can live in you fully? Because I'm not calling you to be religious. I'm not calling you to be impressive. I'm calling you to be chosen. But to be chosen, you must choose me. Not halfway. Not when it's convenient. Not when life gets hard. Now, Here, fully. The world is getting darker. The lines are being drawn. The shaking has begun. And I'm not looking for fans. I'm looking for followers. I'm not looking for the loudest. I'm looking for the lowest. I'm not looking for many. I'm looking for a few. A few who will burn. A few who will obey. A few who will carry my heart into a world that's forgotten me. Many are called. You've been called. But few are chosen. So I ask you one last time, and all of heaven is listening. Will you be one of the few? Will you rise? Will you obey? Will you surrender? Will you follow me even if no one else does? Because this is your moment. Not someday. Now. Not if things get better. Now. Not once you fix yourself. Now. The door is open. The invitation is still in your hand. The voice calling you is mine. And I won't beg, but I am waiting. So, are you just called? Or are you chosen? Choose, child. Because eternity is listening.